Hello, everyone, and happy World Book Day. My name is Gabby, joined here with Rachel Fox, and today we are going to be celebrating World Book Day and talking about a few different new books from the Boys Town Press and everything like that. So, looks like Jordan or Rachel's connection may have gone off, so we'll just wait for her to rejoin, but in the meantime, if you are watching live, thank you so much for joining. And we would love to hear from you today. So if you want to go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know what is your favorite book and what is your child's favorite book. If you have children, we would love to know, especially if it is a book from the Boys Town Press. That would be very interesting to hear. So as we wait for Rachel to join, we'll go ahead and look for those comments. So let us know what your favorite book is, what your child's favorite book is. And also, I'm interested to know too, have you set a reading goal for 2022? That would be good to know because my personal goal, I'm going to try and read, I think, 25 books because I'll be 25. So that's my goal for this year. But if you have a goal or maybe just an idea of a goal for yourself or your child as far as reading goes, that would be something fun to set here for World Book Day. So we're going to go ahead and give it another second here and wait for Rachel to rejoin. Sometimes, with the Wi-Fi, it can be a little tricky. So I think she's coming. Okay, there she is. Perfect. I was just telling the audience, I'm like, sometimes with these lives, they can go in and out. So we're good though. Rachel,
Yes,
how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I was just telling them, I'm like, please leave a comment and let us know what's your favorite book, what's your child's favorite book, how many books are you trying to read in 2022, setting some goals. Because I said I'm turning 25 this year, so my goal is to read 25 books. So,
Hey, that's an
yeah,
advantageous goal.
we'll try. We'll see how far I think I've read maybe 4 so far, so I got a lot to do. Awesome. Well, thank you, like I said, for everyone joining today. Rachel, would you please introduce yourself for our audience who hasn't met you yet?
Yes, well, I am Rachel Fox, and I am the proud founder of You Go Girl Omaha. It is a nonprofit organization locally based here in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're here to encourage, empower, and inspire all girls and all women everywhere.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then tell us, how are you connected in with Reach Out and Read?
Sure. So, Reach Out and Read is a nationally recognized nonprofit organization that promotes positive effects of reading daily and engaging in other language rich activities with young children. And so, I was presented with an opportunity to partner with Department of Health and Human Services to expand the Reach Out and Read program to rural healthcare providers here in our state.
Very good. That's awesome. And definitely something to celebrate today. So we're glad to have you on.
Absolutely.
Um, so we're going to go into some questions we have related to reading, how it helps our kids and their development. So if you're watching live and you have any questions related to this, please feel free to leave them in the comments. But the first question is, how does reading help our child's development?
That is a great question. So, reading together promotes healthy brain development and furthers language acquisition. It also helps build bonds between families and children. Also, especially with the Reach Out and Read program, it facilitates the bond between care provider and those families. Personally, I have a 21-month-old and he loves books, especially when he hears me read. He loves to repeat the sounds and the noises. And he just loves to get involved with the story. So it's never too early to start introducing reading to your child.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, that leads us right into this next question is we had a user submit and ask, what age should parents begin reading to their children? Is it important to read every night from the time they're born into toddlerhood?
Well, studies show that 80% of a child's brain is formed between birth and age of 3. So it is vital that children benefit from reading and other language rich experiences starting at birth or even before birth. Sometimes, even when they're in utero, you can read aloud to them. Reading together furthers the language development. It also promotes brain development, as I said, and it also provides an opportunity for bonding. So it's never too young to get started, and you can always pick up something or you can have it read to you.
Yeah, so for any expecting or new parents out there, and you might think like, "Oh, I'm building my registry or I already have enough books." There's never too many, especially for this program.
Nope.
Because if you got years and years of reading, you're gonna want a lot of books. So luckily the Boys
I need
Town
to play
Press.
this recording back for my husband because he tells me that I'm a book hoarder. And I'm telling you, there's never too many books that you can have.
No. That's awesome. Okay, so is it best for kids to read hard copy books, ebooks, read in their head if they're older and know how to read, or out loud? Or is all of the above okay because they're reading and that's good, right?
So, all of the above is okay in my opinion. However, I am of the belief that holding a book in your hand, tangibly touching it, flipping the pages, and sharing it with your child can do so much more.
Mhm.
With the Reach Out and Read program, care providers are able to see how well a child is developing through the physical touch of the book. So, imagine handing a book to your child and they don't pick it up. Then if they're supposed to be able to pick it up at their stage of life, that can give you some visual clues to be able to be proactive with your child's development.
Mhm.
Or imagine if you hand the book to your child and they pick it up, they try to put it in their mouth, they're flipping the pages, then you know that you're on track with their development. So it's so much more than just having it read to you or thinking that they're reading because they're flipping the pages in a book. I think all of the above is great, but if I had to pick one, I would say get a physical book, put it in your hand, and share with your child.
Mhm. Yeah, and especially, in this modern age where we're spending so much time online and even the last couple years with e-learning, it's like going outside. A hard copy book is a great break to get away from all of those screens. So, if you have them, I would definitely use those.
Absolutely.
Great. Okay. The next question is, how can parents encourage their children to read more?
I love this question. The best thing I believe a parent can do is be the example. For
Mhm.
example, if your child sees you read and enjoying a good book, they're likely to follow. Fostering a culture of learning through reading is something I would encourage all families to do.
Yeah, definitely. So, what if our child really dislikes reading? Let's say they'd so much rather either play outside, play their video games, anything but. And no matter how many times you put a book in front of them, they're like, no, I really have no desire to read. How can we kind of spin?
Well, I have a couple of teenagers who don't like to read,
Yeah.
so I know what that's like. If your child dislikes reading and they're very young in age, you might try and see what books relate to the things that they enjoy. If they enjoy sports, if they enjoy Minecraft, they have books on that. If they enjoy space, there is something about that. There is something that many children can enjoy that also integrates technology. So, for example, YouTube, Netflix, and other programs share readings of books out loud. There is one that I really enjoy. He does hip hop reading for Dr. Seuss books. It is so fun. And
Fun.
what you can do is you can have the physical book and play that YouTube video so that your child can read along and enjoy. This could enhance their experience by integrating technology and not taking away from what they enjoy, but then enhance the reading experience for the child.
Yeah, that's great. So, since it is World Book Day, we want to ask you too, what recommendations do you have for people to read? I see some books behind you on that table, and are some of those from the Boys Town Press?
Yes, yes, absolutely. We love Boys Town Press and we love collaborating with them in the Reach Out and Read program. We've ordered several hundred books from Boys Town Press, one of them being Making Friends is an Art. This is written by Julia Cook and illustrated by Bridget Barnes. This is one of the books that we are ordering and that we're sending out to our care providers so they can give to the children who come in. This is a beautifully written and beautifully illustrated book. I love it. The other one here is Get Off My Lawn by Michael Garland. This is an amazing book, and it shares all of the different multicultural and emotional things, which is what our program is really focusing in on. You can see yourself represented in this book. This also is another book that we love by Julia Cook. I Just Don't Like the Sound of No. This is also a bilingual book as well. So it's translated in Spanish and in English, beautifully written, beautifully illustrated. The last one that I'd like to share is not by Boys Town Press, but it is also by a doctor, Dr. Carla Lester. She is one of the champions of the Reach Out and Read program here in Nebraska, and her book is called The Magical Everywhere. This is a beautifully written, beautifully illustrated book, and it shows just all of the different things that you can enjoy around the world. Multicultures are represented in this book. There are so many colors, beautiful things, and it's about one of her patients that she had who unfortunately passed away, but she wrote this in her honor. And I am so thrilled to have this book as a part of the Reach Out and Read program through You Go Girl.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we'll make sure to link those books in the comment section below. So if you're interested in purchasing your own copy, you can easily do so. So I'll link those right after this concludes.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
So Rachel, what do you think is the most important thing that parents and families should take away from this conversation on World Book Day?
Listen, the greatest takeaway is to understand that not everyone has the privilege to enjoy the ownership of books.
Yeah,
As you listen to this today, think of those families who don't have books at home, who would love to. Reach Out and Read is just one of many programs that make that possible. Share this with your network, share this with your care provider, and ask that they inquire about becoming a Reach Out and Read provider today.
definitely. So yeah, you can click right below this video, the like button, the share button, and like I said at the beginning, drop us a comment and let us know what your favorite book is, what your child's favorite book is, and how many books you plan to read this year. So, Rachel, it was such a pleasure to talk with you over this lunch hour and to celebrate such a fun day. Thank you so much for joining.
Yes, thank you and happy reading, everyone.
Yes, you too. Bye bye.
Bye.